What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back for a recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is for season 6, episode 3. Honey, let's get off into it. So first off, honey, we got Tisha and Kiki. Poor little tink Tisha, honey. Okay. I just can't believe after all the people in the world that you would be the one that tried to hurt me like that. I want you to be honest, Kiki, about the real reason that you were so upset with me at that time. Kiki says that she did not like how Tisha pulled away from her at that time. I guess Kiki was really suffering from her addiction to the pills, and she felt like, Tisha wasn't there for her during one of the darkest periods of her life. Kiki felt that Tisha was her best friend, and she pulled her best friend away from her. Because I was kind of confused. Was y'all confused with that? And Tisha was like, well, what best friend? Kiki was like, you. And Tisha was like, oh, me. Well, I had to pull myself away from you at that time because you were doing, all the wrong things. I couldn't trust you. I just had a baby. I had a C-section. And I guess Kiki took all Tisha's pain pills. Not the pain pills during that time, honey, okay? So I guess, that's what was going on between those two. I also found it to be very ironic for Tisha during the scene to constantly say to Kiki, you gotta take accountability and responsibility for the place you was at during that time. Okay, you want to say stuff like that, Tisha, but you don't never take accountability and responsibility for your actions. Tisha is exhausting. She wants a one-sided relationship with you where she can disrespect you, disregard you and your feelings. Okay, ask me how I know. I've dealt with a codependent like her before. The girl act just like Tisha, you guys. Just like her. Okay? You have to own your stuff, Tisha, as a grown woman. That way, the situation can equalize and Kiki can meet you halfway and be like, well, girl, okay, I see what you're saying. And I think that Kiki was understanding, where Tisha was coming from. But Tisha, it was just ironic for me to watch it as part of the viewing audience because you don't own your shiggity. You live in this alternate universe. Even Kimmy said it. That's just the world you live in. That's what your sister-in-law said, honey, when she wasn't trying to be up your ass, okay? She was telling your ass the truth, and the truth needs no proof. How you doing? Okay? If Kiki was taking Tisha's pills and Tisha just had a baby and stuff like that, that is wrong. I'm not here to say that that's right, but I can see that it's just so much more, you guys, with these two. There's a competition that their family put them up against each other. I went through that. You know what I'm saying? And when the family puts you guys up against each other, and Tisha, it was your mother that was doing that shit. And I guess it was somebody from Kiki's side as well, but that's wrong. That's unhealthy. That messed up y'all bond from day one. All this other stuff with Melody and the stuff on this show and even the Marceau stuff, child, that's just a tip of the iceberg. Like that ain't nothing. Okay, shout out to Dollar Bill. Okay, from Players Club. That's not it. Y'all was set up to be in competition with each other, and all it's doing now is it's just playing out into y'all adulthood. You can douse a little bit of addiction up in there. You can douse some of Tisha's internalized misogyny and don't talk about my man, my money, my mama, or my food. Like she goes ham, okay, over those things, especially Marceau. So, and Kiki threatened that by saying, yeah, you have issues in your marriage. Like, bitch, you ain't above being cheated on. You was worried about your marriage several times with Marceau. You talked to me about it. I ain't never talked to you about my husband. See, Tisha lies because Tisha likes to put on a show and likes to play up this facade when it comes to her marriage. Okay, in her words, marriage. Okay, she is very competitive with the women on the show. She has thrown in Melody's face several times how her husband is not out here cheating on her, embarrassing her. He ain't got a side chick pregnant. So Tisha feels like, well, I'm the winner because I'm still married. Put some respect on my marriage. We've been married for over 17 plus years. You know, ain't none of y'all been able